This is JordanTower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button with these girl beefs. They're complicated. Okay, so Nicki, we already know Nicki Minaj is a legend. Okay, we know that. Okay, she's been in the game 16 years. Okay, if you say like let's just say 06. She arrived when we were doing the come up, right? Been in the game, blew up in 2009, 10, right in that area, right? And she's paved the way on a different level for females. Of course, before her, comes Little Kim, Queen Latifah, Foxy, Lauryn Hill, Roxanne Shante. There's so many. Okay, Salt and Pepper, right? But Nicki took it to a different level, right? And she's definitely like an idol for a lot of these girls coming up, and they all want to do features with her. Here's where things get dicey when you're that person. She's the girl that everyone wants to be in contact with, right? She has a lot of power. She has the barbs. She has a lot of selling power. If you tell somebody no, even in the nicest way, they take offense to it. Now, it's a shame this is playing out on social media publicly, because a lot of people add all this stuff up, and Nicki has a lot of problems with different girls now. Meg, Cardi B, I don't know the other girls she had problems with, but those are the ones as of recently, right? Of course, Little Kim in the beginning, right? And Little Kim was called a hater for going at Nicki Minaj, right? Because Little Kim felt like she was stealing her style. And I could see where it was influenced, right? But here's the thing. Nicki's Nicki. She knows her power. She knows that she has selling power. And I believe that Meg is a problem, because Meg has problems with a lot of people. I believe Cardi B is a problem because she has problems with a lot of people. Little Kim, she has problems with a lot of people too. Girls have problems with people, okay? So I'm not saying Nicki's always completely innocent. But let's just get into this, because I believe Latto, really the underlying issue here is that she couldn't get a feature with Nicki Minaj. So she says, this is going to be totally out of order, just so you know, okay? But there's these DMs. What's up? I've shown you nothing but the utmost respect and genuine love as a fan. This is Latto. Someone who looked up to you. Hate that you are allowing people to convince you otherwise. Do you know what I meant? Hey, before I respond to this, what exactly are you referring to? So that I can give you a clear response. I'm seeing this for the first time right now. Most recently, you did an interview, DM'd you on Hala and Media and Twitter about your tweets that followed. It's clear they was about that, but I'm trying to figure out what happened, like what changed. I've shown you too much genuine love for that. You've shown me too much genuine love, Nicki responds. Love for what? To be exempt from something? I could say the same thing, but you or Bigfoot care? Who's Bigfoot? maybe that's Meg? Jojo Flu or something. I could say the same, but would you or Bigfoot care? That has to be Meg, right? It's clear it was about what? You're talking in circles. Say what you said. Here's an example, and this is probably going to be out of order, unfortunately. Oh, here it is. Nicki, when you said it was clear you were talking about what I said, that's how you have a real talk. Let's start with what you said. Don't talk in circles. I don't get questioned. And I don't get questioned. Okay. We see everything. Trust. It's clear as day. Did you think I got to where I'm by not peeping everything? Do you think I don't know every release schedule at every record label? Do you think I don't know how many things move up the list as soon as I say I'm about to do something? See, I could see where Nicki's coming on this, because she's like, I don't want to get used and abused by record labels as like a promotional marketing tool, because it becomes public that we're talking about doing something, and now you're charting more. Nicki and Drake are still like top people, and they came in at this, like they blew up around the same time. That says a lot, you know? Well, if you'd like to actually talk, let me know. It will probably be better on the phone, though, because I don't like this back and forth texting. Too many things can get misconstrued, and I know people usually use text to spice up the group chats. There's actually a lot. I think you should know, though. Yeah, I'd like to talk, too, because you're bringing up other people and release dates and don't got nothing to do with me or what I'm talking about. Who's talking in circles? I referenced the tweets. My confusion with this pressure is coming from. Again, I've showed you nothing but love. So this is like Latto speaking, Real talk, not indirect subtweets. So she believes that Nicki's subtweeting about her when it was probably about Meg. I'm going to be honest with you, because Meg's kind of like whatever's best for Meg. She's not really, no morals or principles here. We already read this part. Nicki says all this. Okay, so then Latto, it starts going public, right? And Latto's like, I've ignored subtweets since March. Instead, addressed you in the DM. You're asking why I didn't speak up in your defense. It's the same answer I gave when I asked why I didn't congratulate you. You're literally older than my mom. Trying to be a bully, Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj says, all this time I thought you were at least 35. Yo, Latto does look in her mid-30s. I ain't gonna lie, right? She tried to say, I love it when people do the age thing. Like, you're old. Like, that's all you got? This lady, and then she says, this lady's so meticulous with her shade, you can twist it later and act like it wasn't about you. It's on something from Queen Radio, right? About her using her name, something like that. It's not a big deal. Now all of a sudden you've seen all the love I showed you, but you chose to respond to a clip taken out of context, literally fishing for a reason to back up a bully. Because Latto said she kind of put herself in the same bracket. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Latto was putting herself in the same bracket as Nicki Minaj. She was like, Nicki's up here and everyone else was down here. Now it's everybody's the same. She was like, you can't put us in the same bracket. I put years of work in. You're not in the same bracket. You're new to the game. See, it gets personal. That's why you don't want to get personal with anybody. It makes you not want to really embrace anybody because... Man, I'm about to tell you something, man. Personal experience. I try to help people out when they're down. It always ends up biting me in the ass. It's like, you try to help somebody. You're down. Okay, I'm going to do this for you. Then they try to become your competition instead of being an ally. It always turns into that. Always. I only help out. I made that mistake this year a couple times. I'm always trying to help people I'm cool with. I don't like to see people down, but people take advantage of your kindness, man. Sometimes you got to let people just fall. Latto says, okay, first, this is from when I teased Big Energy Remix. You didn't subtweet me? I'm confused, not again. But thinks I was using her fans to tease Wheelie. I don't know what this is. Then, Latto's tweeting people saying they unfollowed her because they were asking about Latto songs. So then someone said, unfollow. Barbs, I just said stop putting that dud on my timeline. I know you're defending me, but leave the dud on TikTok. That's Latto. She said the most recent subtweet. 40-year-old bully. I've ignored continue. Oh yeah, she already did that. First of all, oh no, here's it. Nicki, this Karen probably mentioned my name over 100 interviews. Says she waited in line for Pink Friday. Wore a Barbie chain, bangs, and pink hair. But today, Scratch Off decides to be silent, rather speak up for the black woman she called her biggest inspiration. She said, first of all, I texted you because I didn't want to be on the internet. I looked up to you. Just like the first time I DM'd you asking about ongoing tweets. Then Nicki Minaj starts pulling out receipts, I think, after this. She starts pulling out, notice a pattern, Barbs? when I'm passing on her features, she instead of like showing me love and, you know, to her biggest inspiration, like I did when I met Lauryn Hill, I bowed to her feet. Nicki did. There's a video of that. Feature or no feature. Should I call her old now? She's a grandmother and still out rapping you? So then Nicki starts releasing these things. It's like, hey, Nicki, this is Latto's manager. Hey, Nicki, got 2 things to share with you. Let us know your thoughts. NLE Chopper feature for his next single, radio video, coming out in February. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, Sal, only one thing came through. I already passed on that NLE Chopper song, though. Then she talks about, here's one. I'll give you my feedback. And then Latto says, thank you. She said, hey, Mama, I think you came off on this song, but I don't hear myself on it. Are you working on an album or just working on the next single? Then she said, I respect it. Next album. Is there a specific direction you're looking for? I had a couple in mind, but just sent my favorite first. Then Nicki says, maybe not a real explicit record, but the other thing is the song does better when I get on it after it's already making a cultural impact. So whenever you love or really believe in, it really takes off organically. That may be a bigger moment. I'm working on my album right now anyway, so I'm in a little crunch time phase. But I think we'll both know when it makes sense. Even as you finish the album, you may come across something you really fits me more. Either way, it'll work itself out. Very respectful and nice. Just a nice way of saying not right now. She says, okay, bet, Nick. I get it. I got you. Thanks, Nick. Then she says, Nicki says, who wants to hear the reference tracks off Scratch Ghostwriters rapping her bars? She used me in the bars in an interview until her album sold double wood. Now she wiping the spray tan off being a Karen. They black when it's beneficial, chow. Oh, yeah, because mulatto's half white, half black. Age shaming when you look like you're pushing 40. Age shaming was begging for a feature. Imagine them Gene's gonna do in 10 years. Oh, you in your 20s? Oh, okay then. At least it matched your album sales. You sold 20K, right? Mad. You flopped. That's why you're really mad. It was an actual person on TikTok, a creator, not even an artist. I'm sure the Barbs have receipts. It goes to show you she made up these subtweets in her head simply because she sent me 2 songs that I declined features on. So anyways, I think Latto's bugging because she's tight that Nicki wouldn't get on the songs. Let's just be honest. Yeah, that's how I feel about it, to be honest with you. Latto goes off on Nicki Minaj because she's tight her album didn't sell and get a Nicki feature. Right? Because, like, that's what I'm seeing here. Age shaming. Let's see. Mad album sells. You sold 20K. You mad. You flop. That's why you really mad. I like that. Sold double. Wipe the spray tan off. I didn't know what Nicki was talking about in her videos earlier, but this is good. Nicki. I think Nicki proved her point. To be honest. And I think that reading all this, I think Nicki's right. Like, Nicki doesn't, she's not, that's an entitlement to think Nicki is going to get on your song. Let her want to get on the song, you know? It's good for you, you know? It's like, I don't know, man. It's Jordan Tower with JT News. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.